Uh, hey people, hey, my name's Randy. I know I look crazy. I am crazy. Everybody will tell you I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy, but you know what? I'm not stupid. Right now, there's a helicopter going over. I'm not sure what kind of helicopter it is. Probably a med flight. They usually pass over here. Could be the cops. But anyway, I'm in Port Charlotte, Florida. Right now, these people are gassing my house. They've been doing it for months, and I've tried to get help. I can't get help. Called the cops one time. Guess where they threw me in the loony bin? They said I was crazy. I got out the next day. They said I wasn't crazy. I can't count on the police to help me, and I am freaking out because I have very sensitive ears. I can barely walk, and I hurt really bad. And whoever's doing this knows that, and they're using that to their advantage. And getting my mom's in her bed in their bedroom. I asked her. I said, do you want to leave? She's gotten sick from this stuff. Me, I'm used to, getting high, being high. I mean, I hallucinate sometimes, because of this shit. I'll be sitting there going, "Wow, man, is that?" But the thing is because I've done, some drugs and shit. I'm like, okay, I can handle this. I can work through the you know what I mean. But like right now, they're going overboard, and I've been hearing these phrases. I don't. I'm scared to even repeat it right now because I'm outside and there's some of these neighbors are in on it. I don't know what the hell is going on. This is off of Hinton Avenue in Port Charlotte, Florida, and this is fucked up beyond all reality. And I don't have a lot of friends since I got injured about 10 years ago, and I hadn't been working. I got disability a while back. And I have an electric bike that I used to get around, and if it weren't for very few people that I've met recently, they're pretty much trust, and I try not to get crazy when they're around. And I'm not crazy right now. This is us. Um, this is worse than how would you say, a horror movie. Um, I don't have the ability to. They operate a lot at night because they know that they can get around the house and hide. There's woods around here. You can't see them right now. Sorry about that. But by the time I walk out the door, they know where I'm at. They they're like peeping toms. I've never been a peeping tom. I've never liked that, and this is the first place I've ever lived, I think, in my life where I felt unsecure, where I felt like I was being molested. I'm 57 years old, man. I'm not young. I wish I was. I wish I was a lot younger. But you know, ever since we moved in this house, it's just been, it's really been hell. And they have, I don't know how many people, but I don't know who it is. I've tried to say, hey man, let's uh, let's work this out. Let's do something, and I don't know if they laugh at me. I don't know if they think I'm stupid. Maybe they think my physical disability, and this is the way I think they think my physical disability is also a mental disability, and well, that's not right. It's just not, because I got a sharp mind. My neurons flash really good. I'm crazy in my own ways, and I get mad when people fuck with me, and I throw things that I write things on the wall. I mean, you probably can't see this. I don't know. Let me see if I can get more light over here. I don't have a whole lot of lights because our house burnt down, and we moved into this house. And as soon as we moved in here, I started noticing weird shit going on. People coming in. I'd be laying down. I was trying to rest, because the more I'm on my feet, the more I work, the more I walk, the worse I hurt. And it was really bad. And I was like, oh, finally, we got somewhere we can lay down on a bed. And my mom would go out, and I would think she was home. And we're alive. This is my mom. I thank God she's all right. But anyway.
I thought it was morning when you wake me up.
No,
It's
it's not.
night?
Yes. Sorry. Well, I mean, I didn't. Well, see, she's just worrying. They run this gas through here. It's like the camera on my phone. which is pretty good. You know, I got a LG phone. You know, nothing fancy, but I mean, you know, the camera's pretty good, and I think the camera would have picked it up because when they're pumping this gas through here, the air handler isn't running, and you know, it's got a Hong air handler. See that? And the air handler isn't running, but there's air flowing through all the vents, and it's warm, and you can hear a vibration somewhere. I think it's somewhere in the attic. Nobody believes me. Most people are like, "Oh, he's crazy. He's on drugs. He's an old drunk. He's an old stupid guy." Yeah. Well, you know, that's what they're telling everybody, and a lot of people believe it. I can't get anybody. I can't get anybody to help me out. I can't run up in the attic real quick. But anyway, I wish you could see this right. It says, I drew this on here. It says Randy Bird, Randy City, you know, all kinds of shit. My name's Randy. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I got to smoke a cigarette. I just ate, you know. I was starving. I'm tired. What happens is a lot of times in the evening like this, or in the evening, right now it's what time? Ooh, it's almost midnight. But I really need some freaking help, man. I don't know who to turn to. I can't go to the cops. There ain't no way. There's people, I don't know if they're in on it. I don't know if only certain of them are in on it. But you know, when they had 20 of them show up here that one night when I called them, they all stood out front laughing. They slapped the cuffs on me real quick. Well, they said, "Oh, I was a threat." And I said, "Well, they're going to go in the house." They come waltzing through the house. You know, I would think my mom was home, you know, because it was just me and her, you know. And I'd hear a door slamming, I'd hear footsteps, and I'd think, "Mom," and I'd go look out the window, and there wouldn't be a car there. And I thought, well, who's coming in here? And I had no idea. I had no idea what was going on. But when I got, yeah, well, let me see if I can get a view up there. I don't know. But anyway, here we'll go over this way maybe. I need somewhere to sit. My legs hurt the more I stand up. Sorry, I'm a hillbilly. I'm sorry, I'm old. And, you know, it's cold tonight, and I've got the doors open so air can get in here. And they have the ability to, there's not just one gas. I don't know what they're using. I'm not a gas expert. You know, I was in the Army, but, you know, I mean, you know, you get your standard Army training with the gas mask and shit, but there was no threat of gas warfare when I was in, really. Everybody had to do it, and that's just the way it was, you know. They're definitely using something, and they're using multiple gases. I've been sprayed when we first got here. I would get sprayed through the air vents, you know, central air. Um, Sometimes I get sprayed with pepper gas. I'd be like, "What the fuck?" I wouldn't understand it. I couldn't understand what was going on. And there's been times when you know, I'll be sitting out here in the garage. I try not to smoke in the house. My mom's old, and she's been in the hospital because of this shit like 3 times, and it's about killed her. And I tell you what, you know, you know, I told, you know, I think I got clotheslines hung up out here. Or I like to hang some clothes up. You know, I like a little privacy. I don't feel like privacy anywhere. I go in the bathroom to go to the bathroom, or shower, or whatever. I swear not okay. I'm crazy, but not like, "Ooh." I don't see things. I don't hear things. I don't. But I have very sensitive hearing, and I do hear things that normal people can't hear. A lot of them. Some people can. Very few. But when I got sick, I had to get away from people for a while. I mean, I didn't just disappear, but I had a place out in the woods, and I would go fishing, and it'd be real quiet out there. And I had a place where I made a camp because in the summertime the rain comes in. I'd be on my bike, and you know, I wanted to get out of the rain, smoke cigarettes, drink beer. You know, half an hour later the rain's done. I'd be perfectly dry out there, and I had my camp out there for many, many, many years. And I hadn't been out there in months. You know, this whole fiasco of what's been happening with me. Um, I'm looking over my shoulders. And I'm not sure they've turned the gas off. Usually I can spot it with a bright, you know, with a bright light. It looks like it shimmers. And they've also got other things to where they have what I call microbeads. They are microbeads. They're microbeads, and sometimes like they spray them. There's holes in the ceiling. I marked a lot of them with spray paint, And today I went around, there was a whole bunch of new ones. I can hear somebody walking around up there, and I can hear a drill going. And all of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of new holes. And I went and I marked them with a red marker, and I put the date down. And then I caulked the ones I could, with a caulk gun. I had one tube of caulk. And, some of them blew back open. I mean, we're talking small holes. And then this evening, there were some new holes, brand new, like since 9 o'clock at night, and I'm sitting here trying to take a shower and I'm trying to relax. And I mean, this shit gets me high. I mean, hey, I like getting high. I hadn't smoked weed in a while. I mean, I would love to smoke some good weed and mellow out. I mean, I've been smoking pot. I've been grew up here. I've been smoking pot since I was, you know, we smoked Panama Red, man, Acapulco Gold. And then when Sense of Music came and blew everything away, I was like, whoa. But I'm not awake and baked, dude. I like to have a clear mind for a while, and I like to get a buzz, but I don't want to get a buzz when I don't want to get a buzz, and that's what's going on here. And I don't know what their motives are. I don't know if it's a military organization. I don't know if it's some, you know, I don't know what it is. It's freaky, man. If it was one or two people, it'd be one thing. This is this is an operation. You know, and I'm freaking the fuck out, but I'm not freaking out like, ooh, I'm freaking out because of things I've observed, things that I've seen, things that I've heard. My hearing is very sensitive. Sometimes when there's a fan or a motor or an air conditioner or water running or a washing machine, when there's background somehow, and I'm not sure exactly everything about it, they can ride on the frequencies and they can like one time with the washer, like they were going, they were saying some pretty cool stuff over, and I thought it was cool too. But I also wanted to let them know that I could hear it, and I thought it was funny, and I went. I had the washing machine with a hammer, and no, the washing machine totally quit. I mean, I didn't hit it to ruin it. I just hit it to bang it, and mom thinks I'm crazy. Everybody tells me I'm crazy. Most of the ones that tell me I'm crazy are ones that are probably somewhat peripherally involved. They know the people involved. They know the modus operandi. Um, I know I know some people's names that are definitely involved. But the stuff they're talking about tonight is, I heard the phrase. I'm sorry, I know I look like a stupid old hillbilly. I probably am a stupid old hillbilly, but I'm not that stupid. I used to work on aircraft. I grew up. I wanted to be a pilot and fighter pilot and shit. Well, the Air Force Academy didn't want me. My driving record wasn't as good as it should have been, even though my dad was a driver's ed teacher. I grew up doing, motorcycles and stuff. Yeah, so the Air Force didn't want me. I wound up joining the Army, but because of college, and but worked my way up to, got aircraft mechanic and liked it, but I was making more money building houses, and so that's how I made my living for pretty good living for a while. I worked like a dog. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's Florida, man. And so anyway, I wish I could swing a hammer like God. I miss that my balance. Even though I hurt, even though my sometimes, sometimes I have to use a cane, which really sucks. Then they really know I'm old, and you can look at me and tell I'm old. But I mean, I'm talking. The more it's spread, this whatever I've got is spread through my body, and um, it was all my joints and my deep muscles and stuff. And if I walk, I can't walk like more than the end of the driveway and back. I'm hurting doing that, but I'm after that. I'm like, it's incredible. I push myself, but I pay. I pay with pain, and the only way to help is to like sit calmly for a long weeks, let the muscles just everything just kind of calm down. antibiotics helps, but I haven't been able to find antibiotics for a while. I'm kind of a little paranoid of doctors. They're going to get me on pill. I'm 57. They're going to the only pills I take seriously, you know, Aleve, and that's rare. If I take a leave, I'm hurting so bad, I'm about to, cry. And this one chick's here. She helps me and my mom so much, and um, she thinks I'm crazy, but she knows I'm not. You know what I mean? But this is a crazy freaking. I tried getting a hold of like NBC. I tried getting a lawyer. Guess what? I tried getting a lawyer. Lawyer wouldn't touch me. I tried. Sometimes like I said, I can hear things that they don't know that I can hear. I've seen things that they don't know that I've seen, and I know things that you know um that it's like really weird. Probably if I didn't grow up with a have so many friends that did so many different kinds of drugs, and, hey, you want to try one? I don't know, man. Maybe I'll hang out, that kind of thing. If I didn't know how certain things felt, I would probably really be, freaked out. But I can handle myself under a lot of pain, pressure, duress. I mean, look, man, I've got freaking wrinkles. I got gray hair, but I colored my hair. I'm trying to go with the rock and gray. I want that metallic gray look. I don't want it to look like I don't want to go pure white. I want some streaks. I want to look cool. I mean, it's just me. But anyway, I really don't know what to do. Now, there's different properties to some of these gases. Some of them, um, when they stop the gas, it'll decompose and it'll go, and you'll see kind of like real little particles in the light, like by a light bulb, where it precipitates out, and sometimes they'll swirl like almost like smoke and stuff. And so that's one type. They hit me with pepper spray through the air vents. I'm not sure exactly. I've been up in there, and there's they have small lines run everywhere. I'm not sure. Some of it's tanks, because you can hear it's like a tank, like an air tank open up. And they do it real slow because I guess their hearing isn't that good. I can hear all that stuff. Oh, you son of a bitch. It first started in mid October when they started what I call gassing me. And I would be laying there and I can fake sleep and I can fill my head up. Um, I can't let you in on everything. I don't know if I'm ever going to get any help. I've been here all this time and I haven't had 1 ounce of help from one person. Not one person is they said, oh, and most people say I'm crazy. But and there was one time I was this was back in mid October, and I'm sitting there going, "Yeah, I'm getting gassed." I said, I can feel it. And so I'm trying to cover up my nose, and I can see the gas. The light was just right in the room to where I could. They've got these walls. I'm telling you, this is a setup house. I'm not sure. I'm sure of a few people that helped set it up, but I don't know why or what's up. But I mean, it's just kind of weird the way we just happened into it, after our house burnt down. And I was like, well, it started in my room. It was obviously me putting the towel on the lamp, and well, from what I found out, it wasn't me. But I told everybody, hey, man, I burnt my mom's house down. And that fucked up and the person that did it, wow, I swear to God, these people I thought were my friends. I mean, I really did. And some of them treated me like crap, and they were rude, and they were rude to my mom and stuff. And I thought, well, they're busy and everything. Everybody has rough things, and I overlook things. At 57, man, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I go out of my way to try to help people. Not necessarily everybody. I'm not walking around hurting, But I mean, sometimes, if I can help somebody, and I'll, I'll do my best. I mean, I'm not rich. God, man, I get disability. That sucks. You know, I can't, I can't stand up. If I can stand up, for more than a minute or two without intense pain, cussing pain. Oh my God. Sometimes, there was a time when we first moved in here when I had been pushing myself so hard because I was trying to do, I was trying to help my mom. I was trying to help, these other people that were staying with us, and I was running myself into the ground. I knew it was going to hurt, but I thought at some point I'd have some help and I'd be able to rest and relax. And that never happened. And we got in this house, and I still haven't had like a week's rest. And this past year, 2019, it started off. I thought it was going to be all right, And my birthday in March, and I'm thinking about maybe February, maybe January wasn't too bad, but February on the worst year I've ever had, and I was in the army over in Germany for a couple of years. Pretty well, it wasn't. I don't know. I was in a cavalry, man. We lived in a freaking field, and you know, you had to talk on the Mars phone back home, and well, I was never so happy to get back in the States, and never thought, especially at this age, man, I never thought I'd have to, the people would be, I don't know what you would call it, I kind of call it stab in the back. I don't know, I'm not sure, they were lying about me and they were lying about everything. And when I started hearing this stuff, I guess they thought I was stupid. They took my kindness for weakness and stupidity. It's not like that. Um, I try to be nice because, geez, man, life's rough, man. I don't do it because I just do it because it's like I used to have yard sales and people, I have some nice, not nice. You I'm carpenter, some nice stuff. Sometimes, especially when the economy collapsed, I'd be having these yard sales trying to make some money, and I have something that should have been $20. I'd sell it for 10 or 5, and they try to give me 2, and I quit having yard sales, and I decided, somebody wants something, and they appreciate it. I'll give it to them. I seriously gave a lot of stuff away, and I don't mind doing that. I want somebody, I don't, at 57, I don't think I'm going to live a whole lot longer. I've really had a pretty hard life, and and maybe someday somebody will remember me. These people, man, I don't know who they are. I don't know why they're doing this. The only thing I've done is just try, the past couple of years. Hey, I heard people looking at me and people saying, hey, I, we think this guy's been doing some really bad stuff. I'm like, what did I hear? Were they talking about me? And people looking at me sideways. I mean, I'm talking stores I go into, friends I know that just like, I didn't have a whole lot of friends, but I caught, a few. And almost every one of them disappeared. People I called up that, you know, it, it was like I couldn't understand it, and it took me took me about a month or two being really, really intensive and really, really listening and really, really paying attention and just being casual and when I walk into a store, hi, how you doing? Sometimes here at the house, especially when I'm doing stuff and I'm frustrated and I'm hurting and I drop stuff and I'm spilling coffee everywhere. I had to buy a cup with a lid because I can't even walk right carrying a cup of coffee across the house. And I cuss bad. I mean, I cuss real bad, and these people must think I'm a freaking animal and shit. And and they hear me cussing and stuff, and I think somebody has been telling them that don't know what they're telling me, but it's like everywhere I go, everybody disappeared. Everybody's, man, the only crime I've committed is trying to be nice, I guess, to the wrong people. Some people I think that I thought were my friends were, you know, because I wasn't into certain things, they decided to use me as a target, I think. But the stuff I'm hearing tonight is about, um, I kept hearing a very serious phrase, and it didn't have to do with helping me or my mom or, this girl that basically, she's, she's gone out of her way to help us. And I met her, randomly. It wasn't like I knew her through anybody. I never met her. Thank God, she's not connected to anybody around here because it seems like everybody that's connected to something around here is, I don't know if I should say backstabber. I don't know how to say it. Even some of my old friends that still talk to me that live out of town that have contacts in this town with kind of the same crowd. I think they know more than they let me know, and I mean, I'm scared to talk to people. There's this one chick I really like, and I'm scared to even talk to her because I don't know if she's on my side. I don't know what's going on. I don't know I really don't have anybody I can trust, and I tried to. I called a couple lawyers. Everybody kind of. There's a couple of them that they took my information down and then they dropped me like a hot potato, like I was radioactive, man. And I'm like, what in the hell causes them to do that? I'm being harassed in a house that we're renting right now. The house that we were living in that burnt down. They haven't done any work. I don't know if it's the insurance guys that are doing this, trying to screw my mom out of whatever. But you see this camo field jacket? Well, I got this from a guy that was in the same. He was actually in the same division as me in Germany, but he's a lot younger than I am. And it was a different. He was in artillery. I was in the cab, and the ones I got issued were OD green, and mine I've worn so much over the years. They've fallen apart, but all I got is these. I got three field jackets from the army. That's all I got. I don't have any. I got one ripped up flannel shirt. I don't have any sweat. I don't have any sweatshirts. I got no flannel shirts. I ain't got much of nothing. My stuff all burnt up, and it's like the day of the fire. Even the day of the fire, it was like everybody that talked to me. The fire people came over. The cops came. I'm sitting out in the front yard, freezing to death basically because I was just exhausted. I tried to put the fire out. It started in my room. I'm trying to put the fire out with a freaking hose. No, it doesn't work. And I got all wet and I was laying on the ground outside the window and it started raining. First time it rained in a while, and I was getting hypothermia. And I'm like the last one sitting out there. Everybody had left, and you know, some fireman dude got my bike out, which thank God it didn't burn. And I can't pedal. If my bike breaks down, I gotta call somebody. Or sit there and put. But and he got a jack out and draped over me. There I'm sitting in the rain in my burned out house, and nobody's talking to me at all. Nobody, not one person. Nobody that I thought would come help me did. And I was like, wow, what the hell? Why did everybody? Did they think I did it on purpose? And here I am thinking that I felt so bad. That my mom and everybody lost shit. And I ran myself in the ground trying to help out, go there and meet insurance people, meet inspectors, and it's never gotten better. And I don't know, he fucks messing with basically me, but my mom too, and she's been in the hospital, and she isn't. Before this happened, she was fine. I'm talking mentally and everything you talk, and um, and I'm telling you, man, she came out and she's not, it breaks my heart, man. I don't know what to do, man. I got nobody. I got one person I can talk to, and that I can trust. I don't have soul anywhere. Hell, I think even my mom thinks I'm crazy. It's the fact of what they've been doing here. There's holes all in the ceiling where they run these little lines, nozzles, and they were doing it earlier. I don't. The camera on my phone is freaky because I went to take a picture last night or sometime, and I do selfies and shit. Everybody does, I guess. I've been so long since I've had a camera. The last camera I had was, where you put the film in, what, 20 years ago or something, and so for me to have a phone that's got a camera on it was kind of relatively new to me, and yes, but the one side it was blurry, and it was last night. I remember now because I was texting this girl I know up in St. Pete that well, I'm sure she thinks I'm crazy. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, so it's no big deal if she does because I think she's crazy too. So anyway, I think in reality everybody's crazy in their own way, but I'm crazy because I'm stuck raving crazy. I guess I don't know, but I'm a little bit mad. But I'm really upset about my mom. That's kind of where they crossed the line there, and there for a while I was getting followed everywhere I went. Like if I went out in the woods, I was sitting here one day and they're across the street. They're watching me and stuff. And well, I don't know. I don't really care right now because the phrases that they were using earlier, right before I started this live broadcast, and I wish somebody would talk to me or come over here. Even if somebody would come over here, and say, "Hey, man." But I get scatterbrained too when I'm tired like this too, and it'd be nice. Like I said, first time in my life I've ever felt insecure in a house. Where I've lived is, if I'm renting, it doesn't matter if I'm renting a room or if I'm renting a freaking house. I've at least felt, hey, I got somewhere to sleep and I don't have to worry about anything. This house, here's the bathroom, to do whatever, and I'm being watched, I'm being monitored. We had an alarm system in here, a little magnets on every door, and I went around and stripped them all off, and I got a reaction from that. I went around one day and they had two satellite dishes here. We got cable, and I chopped them. I cut the cables, and I got a reaction, and it was just kind of strange, that where are all these people coming from? Who's so concerned? What is it a governmental agency? I don't know. Damn it, there ain't a soul I can talk to. Not a single one. I don't have any idea how. What do you mean, say something? What are you talking about? I better be doing something. Say something. I am saying something. Let's just say, reload site changes. You may not be saved. I don't know, man. Let's try it. Boom. Oh, yeah, just keep forgetting it's not like my phone. Some things I'm used to using my phone, touch, whatever. Guess I need a better, what source would you call it? Oh, I can get, how about we go back to the laundry area? Besides, let me try to see my phone on. It's been mysteriously. I thought I dropped it or something at first. I break everything. I mean, if somebody ever said that they can make something unbreakable, well, maybe a solid titanium ball. Okay, I could see that, but otherwise, anything is I broke pretty much everything. What's this say, opinion?